and I'm here today, Sunday, March 23rd, 2025, to share some tips and alternate ideas for the Daydream paper pumpkin kit. This was the March kit. March is always Paper Pumpkin's birthday month, so they give us an extra something or other. This year it was a stamp set, and I'm sorry I'm kind of goofing around with the camera just a little bit. YouTube saved something, so change something, and I really have struggled with trying to get this thing in the right orientation and then in the camera holder. All right, I think I got it now. So let's talk about this great kit. We're going to talk about what the kit made, and then we'll talk a little bit about some of the alternates and ideas that I have. I didn't find the kit difficult to put together at all this month. I just have my same tips that I always have, which is to stamp the sentiments on the labels, leave them in their holder. That way they don't move around on you. And then on your little ink spot, leave the lid attached on the back. Just use your paper snips to cut that label, and then your lid never gets lost. I'm still not really happy about how this camera is sitting in my holder. I hope it doesn't fall. We'll find out. Okay, so like I said, this particular month we did get 2 stamp sets, and I've got them kind of torn apart right here for a reason, because I'm going to show you something. So I'll show you the stamp sets if you didn't get the kit. This is the free one. It's called Happiest Hive, and it has 4 stamps in it. Happy birthday, hello, this corner stamp, and then this kind of hive honeycomb stamp. And then this is the Daydream. So this was the one that we would get with the kit. This was the free one. It's got, thanks for always being there for me. Enjoy your special day. Wishing you brighter days ahead. Thank you. Sweetest birthday wishes. The little bee body, if you want to stamp like on yellow with black. And then die cut the bee, and I'll talk to you about that and more. And then an actual bee. All right, so we did get 2 stamp sets this month and an ink spot. Let me start by just going over the 3 cards as they're designed, and then I'll start showing you my alternates and my any other things that I think about sharing with you. Yeah, this isn't working out very well. I'm gonna have to work on this. One of the things I love this month, but I think I say this every month, is the envelopes. And I know a lot of people cut up the envelopes and use them on card basis. You can certainly do that. I never do, because I love having pretty envelopes. So this is this one, pretty simple, and it's really full of texture because you've got your card base, and then you layer all these daisies that you punch out of the die sheet on top. So it's really, really 3D-ish. All right, and then here's the next one. And this month, all the envelopes are different, which I think is pretty cool. This one's light blue to match this card base. And this one is pretty basic as well. The only tip I have is on these little honeycomb pieces, you can use a piece of Scotch tape and kind of hide it behind the flower, or a dimensional, whatever works for you. It's hard to glue those down, so those are my tips on that. All right, and then here's the last but not least one. And this one's got a little window on it. I did go tiny bit rogue. The stem was supposed to hang out down here, and I didn't notice that, so I glued it underneath until after it was all done. Okay, so those are as the kit is designed. So let me show you what I did with it. So I'm going to start with this one. All right, so we have this card base. This is what it looks like on the front, and then this is what it looks like on the back. So I really wanted to get a lot out of this kit. This kit makes 9 cards, and I'm going to count here in a minute and tell you what I got. So what I did was I took that card base that I just showed you, and I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. So now I had 2 panels. One like this and one like this, and then I cut it again down to 2 3/4, and then I make this little Z card that opens up like this, and then you get both parts of the panel. I thought that was really cute, and then I started using up the daisies because I'm not using them up for the way the card was designed. Here's another one. So this is the back of the card base. And here's another one. This is the back of the card base. And this is the front of the card base. Now, the only thing that I added to these is a card base and then a couple punch outs on this one. So you could use dies or circle punches, whatever you have. Everything else is from the kit. So there's 4 cards, and then we got 3 from the originals, so that's 7. All right, here are, so this is the blue card. And so what I did on this one, again, I just cut it down to 4 inches by 5 1/4. And so then I had all these extra layers. And on one of the cards, you punch this out, so you have these all left over. They come out of this right here. You punch that out, so you have these left over. And I had the flowers left over from the other one, so that's one thing. Now on this one, I did use the little die set that comes with, or that was the quarterly dies that were available to purchase. They're called Spring is in the Air. And there's a teeny tiny bee, and then there's the honeycomb. So those 2 pieces go with this particular month. Now these are still available as far as I know. If you haven't gotten them yet, they're $12. It's $166,237. And with all the quarterly die sets, they're only available while supplies last. Okay, here's another one. This one, when you die cut that honeycomb, you have these little punch outs left over. This is what it looks like when it comes out. And then you have these guys. So I just picked them up and add a little more texture. And then I did take the card base and I ran it through my embossing folder and got it all textured. Here's another one. And then here's another one. And then I used a different embossing folder on this one. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10. We're up to 10 cards with the kit. All right, here's some more. These are made with this one. Okay, so on this, what I did was I cut a crushed curry card base, and then I just used this front layer. I stamped directly on the crushed curry. This is Mossy Meadow. I brought a little bee in, and then a couple more daisies because I had those left over. And then this now is left over from this because I'm not creating the card as designed, so I brought that in. This is the corner stamp from the extra stamp set that we got in our kits this month, so I just stamped all 4 corners. These were extra little of the honeycomb. There's those little negatives when I punched out the other honeycomb, not punched, when I die cut the other honeycombs. And then again, I stamped directly on the cardstock. And this is on Mossy Meadow, Mossy Meadow card base. Okay, this is the card base from this. So again, I trimmed it down to 4 and 5 1/4, so I now have 2 layers. And then I ran it through the dotted embossing folder, and I had all these little leftover pieces, and then I added the little bee die. All right, and then here is my last one. And this one is pretty close to how it was designed. Let's look at how it was designed. No, that's not right. Where is the one that, how it's designed? Oh, this is the one that's how it's designed. Except I flipped and brought the one of the daisy die cuts down here and added some more and added the little bee. So the center is kind of similar. And then this is just mounted on the original card base. All right, so how many cards did I end up getting? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? Really? Wow, I really stretched it this month. I don't usually get that many out of it. Now, we did get a beautiful box this time, and I've already started working on my box a little bit. This is what it looks like. So I covered, in the middle here, it says paper pumpkin. I just took some basic white cardstock, and again, I used the stamp sets. And my plan is I'm going to put some of these cards in this box, and this is going to be a gift for one of my sisters that doesn't stamp, but she likes my cards. Okay, now, if you were one of my subscribers this month, you'll get an extra card kit in the mail from me later on this month. So I kind of want to show you how I created that. So you're going to have, when you get your kit, you'll either pick it up from me at Spring Fling, or I'll deliver it with an order, or it'll come in the mail. And so what you're going to get is a Lost Lagoon card base, and then a basic white layer, and then a Lost Lagoon circle and a basic white circle. And you can make this card however you want, but I'm going to show you how I did it. So first of all, I'm going to take this corner stamp. So this was the free one from the Paper Pumpkin kit this month. And I'm just going to ink it up. I'm going to stamp all 4 corners. And if you are one of my subscribers, this sample will be in the Paper Pumpkin album for this month on the Facebook group. So if you need to refer back to it, you can look at it there. If you're not on Facebook, I'll actually send you an email with the photo attached. Because I know there's a few of you that are not on Facebook. That's okay. You don't have to be on Facebook. Okay, and then this last corner. Okay, and then I'm going to make this as a thank you because I never have enough of those. You can use whatever stamp set you want or whatever sentiment you want out of this kit, or anything that you want. This might make a really nice sympathy card too. Okay, so you glue that to that, and then the center on this, what I did was took the honeycomb, and then I used crushed curry, but any yellow will work. It's kind of a big stamp, so I walked the pad over the stamp and try to ink it up as good as you can. And then I stamped it right in the center. And you want to put a little pressure on this. Don't rock it, but just put some pressure on it and hold it so that the ink absorbs into the paper. And lift it off. A little light in the center, but that's okay because this is going on top of this. Then if you have any of the honeycombs left, or if you have the little bee die, you can add that. Whatever you want to do. And then this just gets glued on here. And I forgot to put my glue in here. So, all right, I think you can figure that piece out. Okay, that is it for alternate ideas. You got a lot. If you're on Facebook, they'll all be in the album. If you aren't on Facebook and you want to see anything, let me know. I'll shoot you a picture. Let's talk about a few things. There's actually a lot of different things going on. Let me talk first about Paper Pumpkin and the fact that we, Stampin' Up! Converted the Paper Pumpkin website over to the Stampin' Up! Website. So www.paperpumpkin.com is gone now, and you should have gotten an email advising you from Stampin' Up! Advising you to claim your subscription. And if you don't do that, nothing's going to happen right now. You will still get, if you have a prepaid, you're still going to get your prepaid. If you have a regular subscription, you will still get that. But if you need to cancel, if you need to do an address change, if you need to skip a month, if you need to change your credit card because your credit card's been either expired or it's been compromised, you will not be able to do that unless you have moved over to the Stampin' Up! Website. So I would suggest you get this done sooner rather than later before you run into a problem and you can't take care of something that you might need to take care of. The other thing you can't do is you're not going to be showing as a subscriber, so you won't be able to order any of the Paper Pumpkin dies or any of the Paper Pumpkin refill kits. So I would advise you to do this sooner rather than later. I know that it's been kind of messy for some of you. The email doesn't always come or different things have happened to people. If you have any questions, rather than pulling your hair out and trying to figure out what's going on, go ahead and get hold of me, or call Stampin' Up directly and we'll try to help you. I cannot access your account, so I can't actually do this for you. If I could, I would. So you will need to take some action here. If you need me to help you, just reach out or call Stampin' Up directly. 1-800-STAMP-UP is their phone number. Okay, so that's that. Now I want to remind you that we have some catalogs that are getting ready to end. This mini catalog ends May 5th, and the annual catalog also ends May 5th. And as we start winding down, things are going to start running out, and when they're gone, they're gone. So the last chance list for these catalogs is going to come out on April 1st, and you can go on my website and see what those items are. And then, like I said, things are going to start running out, so it's probably a good idea to order anything that you want sooner rather than later. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, or you're on my team, or you have placed a $75 or more order this year, you will automatically get the annual catalog. And you'll get that either in the mail or you will get that at class the end of April. It doesn't start till May 6th, so you'll have it in plenty of time. If you did not follow into any of that criteria, so you're not a team member, you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and you haven't placed an order for $75 or more this quarter, I do have something called a catalog club, and it's very reasonable to join. And you are welcome to do that. Just get hold of me. I did send out an email to all my customers that I felt might fall into this. But if you didn't get the email or I missed you or you didn't understand it, reach out and let me know by March 28th, and I'll get you added to my club. The club is extremely reasonable if you sign up for it now. So I encourage you to do that. Okay, let's talk about the Paper Pumpkin kit for next month. The Paper Pumpkin kit for next month is called Inked Occasions. It's, again, a specialty box. It looks beautiful. These are hand-painted alcohol designs. There's textured foil. The stamps, the colors are Berry Burst. We get a Berry Burst Ink Spot, then Fresh Freesia, Flirty Flamingo, Gorgeous Grape, Peach Pie, and Pool Party are the colors in this next one. And there is a new die set for the quarter. This is called Hugs a Bloom. And again, it's $12 and it's 166238. And quite a few of you have ordered this. The dies actually came in yesterday, so I'll be getting them to you. If you're coming to Spring Fling next weekend, you'll get it there. If not, you might get it in the mail, or I might swing it by, or I'll let you know it's here. So these are what those dies look like, and this says Hugs, so that's going to be really cute. And then there's a little label here, and that'll be cute for sentiments. Can't wait to see what punches line up with that. There's a flower, and then there's the leaves. Okay, so I think I got all the scoop. The only thing I see I missed right here is that the Daisy Daydream, so the March kit, there are refill kits available right now, and those are $12, and the number on those is 166248. So again, the number for the refill kits for the Daisy Daydream is 166248. This is a really popular kit, and I have a feeling those refills will sell out fairly quickly. So don't wait too long to order those, because once they're gone, they're gone. Okay, I think that's it. My video is a little bit longer than usual because I had some extra information to share with you, but I will see you again next month. Have a great week, and remember, if you want to get in on the catalog club, to get hold of me. If you have any questions about claiming your Paper Pumpkin and getting it converted over to stampinup.com, feel free to reach out. Until next month, take care.